loses the rear end a bit, but keeps it on the track. Let's see what he does. Next chicane, he keeps it on track as well. The Mercedes right now in his back. Hopefully he won't disturb him too much. However, he goes well into the last chicane. Let's see if he goes into the hairpin. This hairpin is very important. And he gets it very well. That's going to be a super good lap for him. He's going to be very, very happy. And the championship corner. Beautiful. That is just a beautiful lap by him. And he crashes into the first turn a bit. However, that was a really beautiful lap. Congrats to him. I hope for him that just put him on pole. Love majority for AlphaTauri. Dan, if you press G, we could see the standings a bit real quick, if you could. Alright, so that lap was purple, and that puts him on provisional pole for this. Oh, SGV takes his time as we speak with a great lap.
And we've got 3 cars all coming into the pits at once. One of them, I do believe, just went through the speed. Yes, race control's got him there, speeding through the pit lane. He was just going normal race speed through the pit lane. Luckily,
Wait, is this me or is everybody just going on wet tires? What is this?
Trying to spin from the Dolphin head in the Haas on turn 5. He's coming up onto comes up to the chicane now. And he goes it wide. He's gone wide through the chicane.
Currently on board with number 9 in the Haas. I'm not sure who that is. However, let's see what he does. Oh, he pulls into the pit lane.
And he's speeding through the pit lane as well.
Trying to get a hot lap in through the pit lane. I don't know if that time is going to be removed by the RF1 FIA. That's what I would assume, but that looked...
Yeah, you've got a GV in the pit lane here, getting his tyres changed by one singular pit crew. Where's the rest of the crew at?
I don't know, Mercedes used to have one of the biggest pit crews when they entered in Imola, but I don't know what happened. I guess it's only qualifying, and that's the mentality that they're taking. Maybe they will have more in the race. Getting some fake worries to the other people would be something sick. Would be a sick move to do, as Dolphin had. Crashes again into the first turn. Is gonna have to look out and probably have to get on a new set of tires. Let's see what Aston Martin is right now doing.
Oh, we just had a car stationary on track. He's back on moving. Love My Geordie was just stationary on track there for a second. Incredibly dangerous as he corner cuts. Oh, and there's been a collision. There has been a collision up near the chicane. Oh, collision that was between the Mercedes and the Haas, I think it was. Didn't quite see it in time.
Yeah, hopefully no tire parts flying away for them. But yeah, let's see this lap right now of the Mercedes of... I'm not sure who that is. I think it's GV currently, or used to be P1 pole. However, we gotta remember he has a 20 place group penalty.
With a massive collision here. Massive collision just before the chicane. He's gonna definitely have to pit. He's got to have loads and loads of damage with that collision. I'll be surprised if he stays out. Just gonna have a quick look here what he does. Seems to be perfectly fine for the collision that he just had.
Let's see what that lap is of GV right now.
Oh, as he loses control and speeds in the pit lane again.
Let's check what that lap was from GV right now. If that actually improved. That in fact did not improve. And Jordy got a better time right now than GV did, so that's quite surprising actually.
So let's have a look at the standings right now. Love My Geordie's in first place. GV in second. We got Chris in third. Toots in fourth. We got Reese in sixth. We got Aker in sixth. Oh, and there's been a spin from Love My Geordie once again. Same place as last time, almost before the chicane. And I think he's going to have to box again for that. Anyway, as we were saying, we got Step in seventh. We got the Dolphin Head in eighth. We got 2K in ninth. Human in 10th. Saber 11th. Blur Star in 12th. Took for Granted 13th. And FLX in 14th. Those are the current standings.
So this is Q1, so I think the bottom 5 are going to be eliminated. I could be wrong, but I think so. So everybody that is 11th or lower has got to up the pace to secure a spot into Q2. And we're right now on board with number 7 of Alfa Romeo. Let's see his lap. And that's actually a quite good cornering around there. He can carry some speed through that. Let's see his lap right now as we are on board.
As the Dolphin Head's just got a warning from speeding in the pit lane. I think he's trying to get a faster lap time by going into the pits.
And so a little update, that's Blur Star and crashes into turn 1. That's not enough for what they need right now to qualify into Q2.
GV also getting warned for speeding in the pit lane. I think the race control are going to have to give out penalty soon. Got 1 minute and 40 seconds left of this session.
Yeah, I think GV currently doesn't care anymore, as she already has a 20 place grid penalty, so she will be starting from the back for sure, which is pretty sad to see.
Collision here on turn just a little after turn 3, as you got Dolphin, I think that is, collided with the wall, spun out on turn 2, and he's collided just a little bit above turn 2 into the wall. He's probably going to have to pit after that damage. That was a horrendous crash I just witnessed.
Session that could cost him Q3, I think, unless he is already.
You've got FLX corner cutting on turn 1.
We're right now on board with Anya. He's at risk of elimination. As he right now taps the wall, that's not going to be good. He needs to get this time in so he can get one more run so he can get qualified into Q2. Let's see what he does. Because this is not going to be enough, obviously, for Q2. He's sliding a bit, not getting a grip. He has 30 seconds, so he can take this really, really slow just to have a good run. Alright. Not the best that we've seen, however, it's still pretty good. Let's see what he can do. Number 16 of Ferrari.
Got Geordie
Let's see if he can stick it
again.
Okay, let's see it.
Into the final 10 seconds of quali now.
Chicane, done well. No crash yet. Let's see if he can secure a place in Q2. Good second chicane.
Time is up. Session is over.
Let's see the last times. Alright. Number 16 of Ferrari. Can he stick it? Right now. Last chicane. And no! He crashed. That's going to be out of Q2 for number 16 of Ferrari. Quite a not good result for Ferrari. That's not where they want to be at. But, yeah, that's a sad result. Yeah, it's sad to see Ferrari out. He did their best. The lap was really looking really strong in my eyes. However, crashes a bit into the pit lane. However, it's not going to be enough for Q2. He's going to be out of Q1, out of qualifying.
So here in Canada, you've got Love My Geordie taking pole position in this quali here. You got Chris in second. You got GV in third. You got Toots in fourth. You got Reese in fifth. In sixth, you've got Asa, the Dolphin Head in seventh. You got Set in eighth. You got Saber in ninth. 2K in 10th. Human in 11th. In P12 is FLX. P13 is Took for Granted. P14 is Blur Star, and in last place on the grid is X Annie.
Yeah, sad, but those 5 people, I think we will get an announcement, will be eliminated, and we will move on to Q2. I see the Red Bull team choosing for wet tires. Weird strategy, however, I see everybody using it right now. But yeah, if it works, why not? We think somebody is gonna join into the pit box in a couple of seconds with an interview by your local man, Ultimate Banta. So hold short on that. We're right now seeing the car of Acer1 qualified P6 in Q1. Let's see what he can do in Q2 and Q3. But right now, as he's jumping in front of that camera, we're waiting for Ultimate to get ourselves the interviews. Right now, you are seeing the car of number 22, Love My Jordy, the rookie in RF1. However, a surprising P1, or not very surprising if you saw the free practices. However, it's a really good result for him, and we'll see what's being done. As we now get confirmation, Human, Fuzzy, Took, Blur, and Anya are all going to be eliminated. That's one AlphaTauri, an Haas, an Aston Martin, an Alfa Romeo, and a Ferrari.
Can we just take time to just acknowledge that in the Mercedes pit box over here, you got one Mercedes vehicle just facing the wrong way and one Mercedes vehicle facing the correct way.
I wonder what car is right now faced the wrong way. We're now getting a good
Number
view
77.
of the Mercedes team. Cars are beginning to line up at the end of the pit lane, and we'll see what's going to be happening for Q2.
As Q2 is now underway here. Teams shall start putting in their times again. As they're going to call it back in here. Because the light is green. I think there's a bit of technical difficulties at the moment with the light system.
Everybody else just lining up well at the end of the pit lane until they're giving green light to get out of there.
As the light at the pit lane is red once again. Got all the vehicles lining up here. Everyone's just here having a great quali session, in my opinion. I think it's quite good. You got some exciting moments. You got people crashing out, colliding with each other into walls. You know, interesting quali session. I can only imagine what the race is going to be like.
In the back of the AlphaTauri garage, I'm joined with number 10 driver took for granted 1. He's ready for an interview after being eliminated from Q1.
Yeah, you're at Williams. Aston
The light
Martin
goes
is
green.
at the end of the pit lane. Right now, we're having some technical difficulties. I'm sorry about that. That's on our behalf. We're joined on an interview by AlphaTauri. That's on our end.
Q2 is now underway once again.
First, we're gonna get a special interview with Tuk real quick.
I shall keep you updated on the quali session. There's loads of people exiting turn 1 at the same time. Being very intense and very tight around here. Turn 2 into 3 into 4. You got Tootsie looking to go around the outside. Coming up to the chicane now as he goes down the inside. Kind of cuts the corner a little bit. Coming up to the chicane now as he goes down the inside. Oh, he can't quite make the move. So he almost gets away with going down the inside. Just couldn't quite make the move count. It's unlucky from him.
Mercedes thus entering his hot lap, I believe. It's the Mercedes 44 of GVXKY. Oh, just heads into the pit lane for new tires, I assume. See what he does. No pit crew for Mercedes, surprisingly ready for him. Oh, I believe that's one Mercedes pit crew ready to change the front tires. What's happening? Okay. Then I assume they're just standing still. Let's Oh, they're now changing tires. Okay. Let's cut to some action. Aston Martin. Let's see what they're doing heading through championship corner. I believe that was their hot lap. Let's see if they're doing another follow-up hot lap right after. Good first corner. A lot of people, though. That's gonna not be too good for him, for his visually. Oh, Tuca Strada right now losing the back end a lot. Yeah, that's gonna be an abandonation of that lap, but I believe he's gonna get another one in. Oh, as he touches the third chicane.
Got 2K just going off there. Couldn't quite see it in time. Just kind of spun out. No damage to the car, I do not believe, as I didn't see the whole thing, but I just saw him spin out in the background while watching another driver.
Let's see, through championship corner. That people actually think it's a very easy corner, but it's quite the opposite. It's rather a hard corner because if you get it wrong, your complete lap is ruined because there's still a long straight after. As we switch to 2020 AlphaTauri, aka Jordy, going into the pits now for some fresh tires. See what compounds he gets. He's going on his wets. He's sticking to his wets, but I think he's forgetting that he needs to start on these wets, and how he's performing right now is not lasting very long with those wets. He needs to make those sweats last a bit longer, in my opinion. So I don't know if it's the best strategy to qualify on them above the softs, but it's his choice. He's got a good team behind him, so
You've got
that's a good
2K stationary.
decision.
We've got 2K stationary here on turn 4, I do believe. Yeah, turn 4. He's just stationary. He's just on the grass, just not moving at all. Not sure what's going on with him.
People are gonna have to watch out for him, although he's well pulled off to the side. But let's hop on the hot lap with Love My Jordy right now, as he goes into the first corner. That's a really good first corner. He's a master of that, actually. I think he
That's the
could
reason
extend
he's
it a bit
P1 at the
more.
moment.
Sorry, could you update me on who's P1 again?
Geordie is. Love my Geordies
Oh,
in
okay.
P1, and understandably, he's spending some great laps.
And Toots actually also P2 by not that big of a margin. So let's see. He's gonna get a good run into here. That's a really good run. You gotta get that hairpin right, because if you mess that up, your speed is just absolutely gone on this humongous straight. It's the longest straight that we have on the calendar, fun fact.
What's
And yeah, so
Geordie going to
people.
set this lap? He sets a best sector 3 43 seconds.
That's amazing, and quite unsurprisingly, actually, the man has been performing absolutely fantastic. Has been shown.
Oh,
Dolphin had disqualified from the session. Dolphin Head is just completely out of the session. Black flag for him. That's. Oh, never mind there. It's an auto disqualification. So Dolphin Head is not out of the session. That's on us. I'm sorry about that. But let's hop on a hot lap with P2 Toots real quick. See what they're doing right now. Okay, he's coming right into the pits real quick to get some
collision
new
into the
tires.
barrier at turn 1 here, and 2K going off onto turn 3 as well, into the wall. Two collisions at the same time. We've got Acer going off before the chicane as well. So many collisions all at once. What on earth is happening?
Yeah, it's a big mess, and we now see Toots preparing to enter a hot lap. Sorry, excuse me. Preparing to enter a hot lap soon. Let's see what he does. Hopefully he does not crash or does not use too much of those tires, because he's got to be pushing a lot on these tires to try and get as close to Jordy, maybe even take that pole out of his hands. But he's also qualifying on wet, surprisingly. Must be the best tire right now. But yeah, we'll see what it brings. Gotta get a good run out of this. So he takes the wide angle that everybody seems to be taking, and he's on his way. On his way on the hot lap as we get an on board right now with Toots through championship corner. That's exactly how you gotta take it to have the most speed. And let's hit first chicane. Really narrow, almost touching that yellow curb right there on the right. That's absolutely insane. These drivers, their skill level is just it's insane to see, and it's really nice. Good racing. And as we continue, okay, here's the crucial part of the lap. Very narrow, but very good. Good run out of there. I hope he got on a throttle just fast enough. Let's see as the lap comes in. Championship corner. Well done there. Let's see what lap that was real quick. And that lap was not an improvement, although it looked really, really strong. And yeah, let's get on board with P3 right now. Chris, a new driver, I think, from Alfa Romeo 99. That's actually really surprising. They just signed him, and this man is just from another world. Just like Jordy, these new signings are proving to be very, very well signings. Let's see what he does.
Seem to be good for their money. I do believe 2K is still AFK on turn 4. Been there for nearly the whole session now. Don't know what's going on with him.
I have no clue either. We cannot have information right now on that, but we'll see what happens with that. Right now, hot lap on board with Alfa Romeo's Chris Hahn, rising superstar. See what he does. Beautiful. He's very narrow, and that actually proves to benefit him in his position as he's P3 currently. See if he can make it to P2 or even to provisional pole right now. He heads around that hairpin, everybody waiting to get a good hot lap. Mercedes getting their drivers ready in P2 and P4 to get good hot laps. And that hairpin was amazing, by the way.
Just saw two Mercedes stationary out the chicane just while you were talking. I didn't mention it because I didn't want to interrupt you.
Let's see what the time he got.
Now, just got notified that Dolphin's been disqualified, but is that
no,
real?
No, they don't count the disqualifications. It's technical difficulty.
Okay.
So 4 drivers, I think it was 4 drivers that were disqualified last session. So I only assume that it's going to be 4 or 5 again this session. So could we check the leaderboards real quick so we can see how many drivers? So 10 drivers left. So you got to be top 5 or maybe top 7, I assume, compared to the last times.
Yeah. Got 1 minute and 16 seconds left.
So people are going to get their last hot laps in. 2K needing to get a good hot lap in right now. Currently P10, he was AFK for the majority of this Q2 session. But let's see what he can do. If I'm not mistaken, he has been very strong the last times in qualifying as well. So let's see what he can do. Recently signed to Aston Martin from Ferrari, so.
And Asa was just going backwards on the track just at turn 2. Literally just reversing and made a 180 turn. That's quite interesting.
Okay, let's see what 2K does. This lap is just what he has to get good. Because if he doesn't get a good lap, he's just out. And I think that's it for 2K. Unless he can still get it back. This is Sector 2 and Sector 3.
The chicane's going to be everything
I think was out of the session.
Who was that?
Yeah, that was 2K.
Yeah, 2K's
out of the session. Let's see Red Bull's Acer 1. What hot lap he's running right now. Let's see what he does. Currently he's in P6 if I believe so. Right now on his final hot lap, let's see what he does. Let's see if he can stick it better than
so the
P6.
time is at 0, so the last lap they're going.
The hairpin. Hits the hairpin wall. That's not gonna be enough to improve, I don't think. But we'll see if he can though. He just goes into the pit lane. He's like, no, I hit the hairpin at the end. It's not worth it. So let's just get into the car and in the garage and let's just wait it out.
I think people are going to start heading into the pits if they're not on a lap right now. Yep,
that's what I'm assuming right now as well.
You've got both Red Bulls in their garage. You've got the AlphaTauri, just singular AlphaTauri, number 22 there. Nobody is there for Mercedes. And yeah, other people just entering the pits now.
I'm joined with took for granted 1 at the back of the AlphaTauri garage, who's eliminated in qualifying 1. We have a few questions for him. So, obviously, not what you wanted, but here we are. We've got your teammate on provisional pole in Q1, Q2. And what do you think of your result from your side?
Obviously, my result wasn't the best. It wasn't my best. The track was very difficult to get to grips with. So it was a real struggle to manage to find places where you could drop time. So that was probably one of the main causes of my positioning. But I'm very happy to have Geordie as fast as he is and getting, these high finishes in qualifying to make up for my mistakes.
Obviously, Geordie's only on loan from Red Bull for this weekend, and then
Yeah.
he'll joining them for season 2. He's got a lot of potential, I can see, but the way he drives is incredible. Can I get your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he's an incredible driver. He is very good at adapting to new environments. He joined this team last night or this morning, and straight away is producing poles in Q1 and 2, and hopefully Q3. He's also very fast, which is what we like, and Red Bull have got a very nice driver, and we thank them for lending him to us just for this weekend. And I hope he does well in the future.
So, final question. Obviously, the team owner, Ultimate, has decided that next year, adding on to the joining of the two teams, Mercedes and AlphaTauri, that they will be becoming McLaren.
Yes. I'm very happy that we are changing to McLaren because I just love that team. I feel like the change is going to help us a little bit because in season 1 we've had that sort of incidents that we don't want to discuss. But I think just by changing to a new team will completely restart everything, and we can go back to where we started with a new team, even though we have exactly the same people in, and we can just move on and continue the career.
Right. So we ran out of time as Q3 is now started. I wish all the drivers good luck and your team, and we'll see you later, hopefully.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back to the race here at Canada for Q3. We got Love My Geordie, GV, Chris, Toots, and the Dolphin Heads all battling in Q3 here.
And yes, so as we predicted, 5 people eliminated in Q2. Acer surprisingly eliminated. The Red Bulls are right now leader in the World Championship. And one of the 2 contenders joined with Soup for the world title this season is out of Q2 for the first time in his whole Formula 1 as GV crashes career. It's a surprising result, and I don't think he's too happy with it. We're going to get an interview with him on the way in just a bit, so stick to. We'll see you in a bit when that is with Ultimate. But let's now focus on Q3 again.
And I just cannot help but notice that Dolphin, he keeps going wide at the chicane as he's going up across the World Champions and across the line. As he says, 55.8 last sector there. No, sorry, lap time in general. My bad. A very quick lap time's got Love My Geordie on pole position. He's been on pole throughout this whole entire time. Through Q1, Q2. Oh, and Dolphin clips the wall. It's awful. No, as he's spun at the chicane. He's got Chris, and you got and Toots is going wide just before the chicane here. This is a possible retirement, and I do believe it is.
Can we get an on board with Toots real quick just to check if everything is okay with the driver? Just so we know, because I would like to know what's happening. I hope that can be done. However, I think he just went out of the car. So we will see where that Mercedes is sitting as we're on board with the Haas as he crashes once more. It's not having a very good qualifying in terms of getting a lot of practice laps. However, he's doing the laps that he's getting in are very, very strong, which is very good for Haas.
Yeah. You've got Love My Geordie in the AlphaTauri number 10 going down almost out of the Wall of Champions into the last turn now. Cross the Wall of Champions and now cross the grid. What lap time will he get? He gets 50 seconds lap time. 16 seconds sector 1, 13 seconds in sector 2, and in sector 3 it's not actually showing up what time he got as he's gone round again, which is resetting. As he collides, massive collision there with the barrier, but yet he continues like nothing's happened. He's gonna definitely have to box, and if he doesn't, I'll be really surprised.
That's the mentality that these drivers gotta have. Is everything okay with him? I think these tires are just completely gone. He's gonna have to pit for sure. Let's get on board with the Mercedes right now, as they're going to enter a hot lap right now. I think that's number 44. I'm pretty sure, as Toots was already crashed out of Q3. Getting on board with GV right now.
There was a slight collision between GV and Dolphin at the chicane, as Dolphin's just been left in the dust behind GV as he's going into turn 1. Through turn 2 and 3. What can he do with this? And he collides with the wall once again.
He's gonna have to improve on that. We cannot get an onboard with anybody else, I don't think, as we're having some technical difficulties, it seems. Let's just see what's going on with Chris.
God, Dolphin keeps colliding with the wall, always around the chicane area.
Let's see what Chris is doing right now. The Alfa Romeo surprisingly into Q3 for the first time, I think, in a very long while for Alfa Romeo. Maybe even the first time ever. That would be surprising. I think it's the first time in a while, though, that they got it. So, very, very good result already for Alfa Romeo. As Chris right now is on a hot lap. Let's see what he does.
Yeah. Got Chris, turn 1 and 2 perfectly there. Dolphin, as he loses the back end once again. Horrible Q3 for Dolphin, this is. As you've got K2's vehicle still there, the Mercedes, I think it is. Geordie, gonna go across the grid. He sets 19 seconds in sector 3.
Let's see what the time is from Chris right now as he enters. As he ends his lap right now. Let's see his time and the provisional positions. Dolphin losing a rear end again. Unsurprisingly, Geordie in P on provisional pole, with GV being provisional P3.
Oh, massive collision.
Chris. Oh, is that him out? Is he out?
Dolphin had massive collision, at least 100 miles an hour, smashing into the barrier there. How he spins out on the chicane. This is an absolute nightmare if you're a fan of the Haas team here at the Canada GP. Absolute nightmare. That's all I can describe it as at the moment.
Yeah, but he's gonna be P4 for sure. Because thanks to Toots crashing out, so his times won't be valid anymore. He will just be crashed out, and P5 for for the race tomorrow. P1 provisionally, Geordie P2, Chris P3, GV, and P4 Dolphin. Let's see Dolphin if he can get a good hot lap in and not lose the rears right now.
Love my Geordie kind of spun out once again at the chicane. Loads of people spinning out at the chicane.
Seems like a low grip spot. People will have to watch out for that, especially in a race, not losing too much time if you're battling.
Yeah.
Wait, could you share the leaderboards with us real quick again? As Chris actually gets the best sector 1. Oh, but that's taken from by Jordy right after.
Yes, they got some interesting lap times.
Oh, Jordy, P2,
Ooh.
sector 2, best sector 2.
And
Let's see what he does.
Can he get fastest lap here?
Can he get a fastest lap here? Championship wall. Let's see, wall of champions. Sorry.
The 3,
And let's see what the time was.
19.5.
That's I think that's a new world record. I could be wrong here, but I think that's a new world record. 44.8. That's insane, Jordy.
43.8.
Oh, 43.8. Sorry about that. It's going to be very interesting if anybody can compete to that. That's the best qualifying lap ever done on this track in RF1. That's actually mental, Jordy.
You've got Dolphin in the pit lane now as he's going to exit the pit lane. See, speed. Everyone's speeding in the pit lane. Disqualification, but I'm guessing that's not going to count.
No, the disqualifications don't count unless it's made clear by the FIA themselves. Dolphin, let's get an onboard lap right now, completely as P1. I think that's something wrong there.
Oh, love my Geordie.
However,
He's kind of crashed in the pit lane here with only 22 seconds left of quali here. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Let's see this lap of Dolphin. He needs to get this lap well. Currently P5 with Toots crashing out, so putting him on P4 provisionally. This is going to be his final lap. Let's see if he can get it right. Not crashing out there. That's good. Keeping it on track. That's really good. Good run through there.
You've got GV just in front of him as well.
GV just in front of him, but I think he's already through
over the line.
3, unless Dolphin can improve.
P2. What time can GV and Chris, is it? No, Dolphin, my bad. What times will they get? Dolphin gets a bad exit off the chicane there. Going across the wall of the champions.
I gotta correct you. A bad run through the hairpin there, but let's see what he does anyway.
GV spins out. And so
he spins out.
So does Dolphin.
And so does Dolphin. So let's see if anybody else. So the lap is over. Let's check the standings for Q3. P1 Jordy with his first race as a rookie as a pole. So the first 2 drivers, the front row is locked out by rookies, which is mental. Will be joined by the 3 top 3 qualifiers in the VC, interviewed by Ultimate, myself, and Gaming shortly. So after the rookies, GV Toots, he will be dropped back though by 1 spot. So he will be P5. I'm sorry, and Dolphin P4 after Toots crashing out.
As you can see them now, just lining up. You just see them lining up. Got Geordie in first, Chris in second, and GV in third. They are the top 3 for the race tomorrow, I think.
We'll be getting them shortly into this VC. That will be dealt with in a second. as they're waiting to be interviewed.
We're gonna leave it over to the media now for the rest of the session.
Hello, Asa.
Hello, Ultimate.
Obviously, unfortunate result. Being knocked out of Q2.
Yeah.
You expect that this would be the outcome of your qualifying?
No, I mean, it's not over yet. I think during quali I didn't exactly have the pace, but I believe I have the race pace and I can make up some places in the race itself.
Yeah. Mr. Sunday.
Yeah.
I have a question to Acer. How are you planning to turn this around? This well, I can say unfortunate P6 result into a podium or a win that you probably want tomorrow.
Yeah, just keep it just keep it consistent. Really, I mean, drivers can get P1, P2, P3, but if they don't have the consistency in the race itself, then it's gonna go downhill from there.
Copy.
That's
Thank you,
about it.
Acer.
All right, thank you.
Gaming, do you have any questions for Asa?
Any questions for what? Wait, what?
I think Acer. Thank you. We have asked all our questions. Thank you very much for being here. Good lucks with the race tomorrow, and yeah, good lucks.
All right, thank you. She'll go.
We will shortly be joined by, I think, P3 or P1 sitter on qualifier from qualifying. So we'll be joined by P1. Oh, never mind. By Castet Line. Is that correct, Ultimate? Will we get an interview? Or I think we got an interview Jordy right now, Ultimate.
Yeah.
Oh shit, hello?
Hello, Jordy. So,
Why am I in here?
result, I suppose. Paul, on your first race under Alpha Tauri, how are you feeling right now?
Good.
Any other feelings? Excitement, looking forward to the race or whatnot?
I already knew that it was like coming because I was strong the whole weekend already, so
That's some strong confidence. How are you planning to turn this into a potential win tomorrow?
let's hope I will be consistent, no crashes. So
I hope it for you. Congrats on the pole position, first race, rookie, and P1 in qualifying already. That's really good. Do you want to say anything?
what? No.
Okay, thank you very much for your time and enjoy your pole position, man.
So we have Chris next.
Okay,
P2.
let's see. I think Chris, if Chris could join. else we can already interview P3 GV. Very sorry about the long time for the interviews. We'll get it sorted, so that will be dealt with in a second. Okay, I think that is gonna be all for today. There's nobody else joining for the interview, so that was your poll sitter. Thank you very much. No, I'll let gaming actually, or ultimate, sorry, close this off. And thank you guys already by me.
So yeah, what a qualifying it's been here at Canada. And we can myself personally cannot wait for the race tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of tension, a lot of nerves rising, and hopefully there can be a safe race with no red flags. We'll see you then.